Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So whether you are for the protests or against the protests, that's not what this video is really about. Hear me out. Soon as this actually started making sense to me, I felt a lot better. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys feel better too. Either some of you are going to agree with me and get it, or you're in denial because this is what's happening. It's the truth. So people are protesting for George Floyd all over the world, even people that do not have any type of, police brutality problem in their country. People are protesting in Italy, France, the UK, Lebanon. I'm not joking. Mass protests are going on even in Lebanon. So if these countries do not even have this in common with us, what is something that they do have in common with us? What's happened to us over the last 4 months? We have all been locked in our house for the last 4 months or so. That's something that the entire world right now has in common. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna get to all my points, but am I saying that everybody is protesting all over the world for coronavirus, fighting authority, a reason to be outside? Not really. But the whole world is actually terrified. And to prove it, take a look at this picture right here. This is a beautiful sunny day, blue sky, and all of these people are out and they have masks on. So they are rebelling against all authority, right? All authority. They don't care what the police have to say. They don't care what anyone has to say. But they have that mask on. Do you know why they have the mask on? Not because it's the law. They don't care about the law, remember? Why do they have the masks on then? Because these people are terrified. They're afraid of dying. These people, us, me too, have been living under conditions that we have never had to live under in our entire life. Depression amongst people is sky high. Suicides. Children were committing suicide. 12-year-old children were committing suicide. So many. It's just a sad situation. So I'm not saying that the world is outside just to be outside. I'm saying the world is outside to defy authority, and George Floyd was the last straw or an excuse. People are angry and they're terrified, and they don't even know what they're terrified for. And something else I want to say for everybody who just thinks that all humanity is a loss. Look what's happening. Now they're burning down our cities. The majority of the people that are doing this are very young people. Look at these people. This guy and this person, they don't look any more than 16, 17, 18. And they're terrified. And I don't want to come off as disrespectful to a lot of the teenagers that have a lot of sense. But the majority of the people that are committing these crimes are very, very young people and teenagers. They don't have the common sense that an adult would have. I was a teenager at one time. I didn't have the common sense that I have now, of course, right? So if you are losing hope for humanity and you're seeing that these people are burning down our cities, it's teenagers that have no common sense anyway. And I hate to say this, but every time that we see a video of these people rioting and looting, these images are going to be burned in our head for a long time and are putting people in a very, very bad light. As soon as you start to see things getting better, unfortunately, one bad cop maybe killed one bad black guy. He didn't deserve to die, maybe. I'm not going to get into that. That's not the point of the video. But so one bad cop, one bad white cop, let's just say one innocent black guy. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Now what is in the media? Numerous hundreds of black people looting and setting fires and setting themselves in a bad light. So now we have an even worse image that we did before. So when all of this is said and done, it's not going to have changed things for the better. It's going to have changed things for the worse. So now they want to cut police funding. which makes no sense. We should have more funding for the police and more training for the police. You know, police are not psychologists, they're not psychiatrists, they're not doctors, they're not lawyers, they're not mediators. They're police. They have a tough job and sometimes they have to do it all. I think more money needs to be put into the police departments for extensive training. You know, maybe all police officers should be required to have a college education and 6 months training. Instead of some cities, you're able to be a police officer, I'm not joking, with a GED or high school diploma in 8 weeks of training. That's a scary, tough job. I would not do it without at least 6 months training. So, what I'm saying, if anybody is even still listening, I hope you get what I'm saying. It's like America was scared. We were terrified. And look at this picture. Like I said, these people are terrified. They're out there defying the laws, defying curfews, but they still have that mask on because they're afraid of dying. They don't know they don't know the times that we're living in. And George Floyd was an excuse to fight back. Fight back for what? Who knows? But people are going crazy. This is going to pass. Other countries have been in much worse situations than we have been in. So I know, people all over the world are looking at America like, what is going on? But every country has had their problems, and we will get through this, and hopefully we find some kind of resolution for it to be better for everybody. And I don't want to end this video on a bad note, but I'm not even going to say it, but that's okay. I was going to say something, but it's really not the point of this video. So what I'm saying is that people right now are scared, they're terrified. They don't know what's going on from day to day, and people do lash out and people do go crazy when they're confined, when they're, told how to live their life and you can't leave your home. It is against the law for you to leave your home, but you can go out and protest and break every other law. It makes no sense. So the times we're living in right now don't make any sense, but it'll all calm down, it'll all come together. Hopefully, like I said, we can find some resolutions. But when you're seeing all these people out there acting out and setting things on fire and going crazy, the majority of the people, like I said, is very young people. They will grow up and get a taste of the real world and know that they actually have to be a good citizen and a productive member of society to make it in this world. You can't make it in this world looting and stealing and setting things on fire. You're just going to spend your life in jail. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, because this has such a direct connection with Corona. It all collided. You know what I mean? Coronavirus, we're locked up. Now this black man was killed by the cops. Everything kind of exploded and happened all at once. And I do think that all of this looting all over the world, and this protesting, let me rephrase that. All of this protesting all over the world is mainly Corona related.